And it's official, Sasikala Natarajan is all set to be the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, as India Today had first reported several days ago. O. Selvam has tendered his resignation as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and it's now only a matter of a few brief formalities before Sasikala Natarajan becomes the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Sasikala's name was proposed by O. Selvam at the AIA-DMK legislators meet a short while ago at the party headquarters. After his meeting with Sasikala at Poise Garden, the iconic residence of former Chief Minister Jayalalitha, which has passed now to Sasikala. She will be the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Take a look at these two contrasting images of Jayalalitha and Sasikala, her successor in every possible manner. Notice the huge similarity of the body language. Coming into her own, Sasikala, who has never won an election or fought an election, is now the Chief Minister. Going to be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. The Namaskaram, followed by the victory symbol, keeping with the body language of a person she has spent 33 years with. In many ways, she was considered an extra-constitutional authority, but now she will very much be taking on the mantle of that constitutional office of Chief Minister of one of India's most progressive states, Tamil Nadu. I want to quickly bring in T.S. Sudhir, senior journalist on the ground, bringing us all the action as it happens. We were the first to predict also that Sasikala would be the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu amidst a major amount of speculation, rumors and theories about whether she would finally be stepping up to take that position. In many ways, Sudhir, this was inevitable in terms of the power struggle. This was inevitable in terms of keeping with the AIA-DMK's work ethic in the past, command structure in the past of the party chief and the Chief Minister being the same person. Sudhir.
Absolutely, Shiv. A couple of hours ago, we were talking about whether it is testing the waters. But in the cesspool of Tamil Nadu politics, there was no case of testing the waters. Sasikala decided that she would take over. In fact, as Rajdeep was pointing out a little while ago, January 18 was in fact spoken of initially as the date when Sasikala would take over as the Chief Minister. It was an auspicious date, and we were told so mid-January that would happen. That did not happen because of all the uprising that took place subsequent to the ban on Jallikattu, the protests that we saw both at the Marina Beach here in Chennai as well as in Madurai. That's what delayed the entire coronation of Sasikala by a bit. But now it looks like makes it very clear that Selvam has been told that his time is up. The night watchman innings that he has played for the third time in his career. In fact, this is going to be this has been the shortest term that Selvam has been as Chief Minister, scoring a rather dubious hat-trick of resignation as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So Sasikala could well become the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu before the week is out, and that really marks a sea change in Tamil Nadu politics. Of course, everyone has been talking about her, about how because she had spent about 3 decades with Jayalalitha, that kind of gives her an entitlement that she could take over as Jayalalitha's successor. Well, the jury is out whether that really can be taken as some kind of an achievement for Sasikala. But let me also get in a word by Pramod Madhav. How do you see things going from here? The governor is not here, so probably we could look at a delayed swearing-in ceremony for Sasikala.
Well, it's very interesting because if such an event is happening in a state like Tamil Nadu, the governor should be very much informed. Not just the governor, certain other leaders as well. Still, the governor is not here. He's been shuttling between Coimbatore and OT. And when we spoke to Rajendra Balaji, apparently the alleged person who was on the video as well, yes, he stated that Sasikala would be the person who would choose a time and date to meet the governor. And when we asked if the people are okay with her being chosen as a leader, he states any pure-blood AIDMK man will not talk against this decision. But when we asked about the people's view, he simply says she is a strong woman, a fighter. Why can't a fighter rule Tamil Nadu?
Absolutely. Pramod makes a very important point, because there seems to be some kind of a divided opinion between the top leadership of the IDMK, the ministers, the MLAs, the MPs, the district secretaries, the organizing secretaries and the lower level cadre, whether they are really happy with with Sasikala stepping up first as General Secretary and now as the possible next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. That is going to be extremely critical, because what they are very, very apprehensive about is who controls the Tamil Nadu government. government from now on? Is it going to be the family of Sasikala that is going to call the shots? I just posed that question to Apsara Reddy, the spokesperson of the party, and she said no, it is going to be Sasikala who is going to be calling the shots. But that will be easier said than done, because even the AIDMK ministers, when they speak off the record, they do talk with a lot of anxiety and apprehension about the role that could possibly be played by certain members of Sasikala's family, and that is going to be the biggest challenge as far as Sasikala is concerned. How to remove that perception that just like the DMK, who they always accuse of a family rule, AIDMK could also gradually slip into a family rule kind of situation.
Please stay with me. We're going to play out for our viewers in just a moment. Apsara Reddy of the AIADMK, her reaction to the elevation of Sasikala. But quickly, first, I want to bring in another member of the DMK. Manu Sundaram is with us on the phone line for a reaction. Manu, what's the DMK's next step?
Well, I think the next step that the DMK, forget the DMK, I think the next step that the state of Tamil Nadu must take is to really think hard whether we have made the right decision in electing a party in May 2016 who in turn have chosen a leader with no qualification, no ability or no proven competence. Look, anyone can become the leader of a party, anyone can fight and win an election or become chosen as the leader of the legislative party. There is no constitutional or legal bar on that. But we do expect our leaders to be upright. We expect them to have some basic political experience. We expect them to lead us in a way that is honest and correct. Now, Ms. Sasikala, I feel, fails on all counts. She has no political experience. She has not stood for a political office ever. We have not seen her address a single political rally. We do not know where she stands on a host of issues that concern the state of Tamil Nadu. I think we are really in for a testing time, not just the DMK, but the state of Tamil Nadu as a whole. It is too early to answer, as I'm still yet to recover from the shock of this news. But I hope as a party we will respond in a way fitting and ensure that people understand the kind of person who lead the ADMK.
Okay, so you're saying you're still to recover from the shock of this elevation. You're basically saying that this was a hugely controversial decision. An unproven, untested, unelected leader is now the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Manu Sundaram, I request you to stay with me for a moment, because Apsara Reddy of the AIADMK spoke to T.S. Sudhir a short while ago, right outside the AIADMK headquarters. She had some words for the DMK, so I want you to listen to what she has to say and then respond. Let's first listen into Apsara Reddy of the AIADMK.
How do you see, spokesperson, how do you see this changeover in Tamil Nadu, ma'am?
I think the change is yet to come, because she has to accept the voice of the legislature party. But unanimously the legislature party has voted for her to be the Chief Minister. I think even our current Chief Minister, Mr. O. Pannirselvam, is firmly backing her. After Purachi Thalavi Amma Jayalalitha, I think the only leader, strong leader, is Chinnamma, because she's observed government and governance authority too long.
So how soon can we see the change happening?
That is the decision left up to her. I hope it will happen today, but we have to wait for her to take that call.
What change do you see happening? Because Pannirselvam was also seen as doing a good job. Was it insecurity on part of Boys Garden that Pannirselvam was getting popular and Sasikala was not getting the credit?
Not at all. I think Pannirselvam sir has administrative capabilities and his own qualities, but he himself has urged Chinnamma to take over the chief ministership mantle. We are a party of strong women, dynamic women, and I think for her, she's learned government and governance from such a strong leader like Purachi Thalavi Amma.
But she has no administrative acumen at all.
No leader has become a great leader without opportunity. She's observed the best practices of governance from Purachi Thalavi Amma. I think what better exposure than to learn from her.
My last question, M.K. Stalin, the DMK leader, has said that the people of Tamil Nadu did not vote in May 2016 for a household person of Jayalalitha. They voted for Jayalalitha. How would you react to that?
I hope Stalin starts making more sensible statements than taking the political discourse so low. I think he should stop hitting below the belt and focus on using some intellectual arguments to make his case. I think being a destructive opposition is proving fatal for the DMK, because they've been voted out of power even the last time. Mr. Stalin should focus on setting his own house in order and taking leadership seriously, because he is the opposition leader.
My last question, will the disproportionate assets case and the Ferra case which has been reopened, will it be like a Damocles sword around Sasikala's neck?
See, we really can't comment on anything that is sub judice, but I can tell you, like in the past, history demonstrates that every foisted case our Chief Minister, former Chief Minister Purushi Televi Amma and Chinnamma have been acquitted. So I'm 100% sure she'll come out clean and she will lead our
Who's
state.
going to call the shots? Will it be Sasikala's family calling the shots?
Not at all. I don't think anybody's family calls the shots, right? Any leader who becomes chief minister is the one who calls the shots. It's a gross value judgment to make.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. So there you heard from the AIADMK spokesperson Apsara Reddy defending Sasikala's choice by the legislature party and saying that it's just a matter of time before she goes to Raj Bhavan and stakes her claim to become the next chief minister. But of course that will depend on when Vidyasagar Rao, the governor of Tamil Nadu, comes here to Chennai.
Manu Sundaram is still with us. The Apsara Reddy and many in the AIADMK says the DMK has no business commenting on this particular decision. The DMK has its own issues to worry about. But what would you say to the AIADMK right now as they try to defend what is very much a controversial decision?
Well, firstly, I was listening to the spokesperson of the ADMK, and I felt quite strongly about how much she spoke about having an intellectual leadership, and this is precisely what we are trying to say. ADMK is devoid of intellectual leadership. For them to go back to Sasikala, someone who has only been associated with Jayalalitha for 30 years as it may be, but still has never run for office, still has not held a single administrative post, still has not made her public opinions in front of a rally or given a single TV interview. This is the lack of leadership and lack of intellectual ability that we are worried will plunge Tamil Nadu into the depths of economy, the depths of growth and so on. Now, specifically, the DMK has no concern about who the ADMK wants to nominate as its leader or chief or general secretary, but when it comes to a person becoming a chief minister, then the issue falls squarely in public domain, and that's when we can and we must raise the question of whether a person is able, competent and qualified. And if anyone looks at Sasikala's CV, I think the questions will be answered with a big zero, because Sasikala has not proven anything in the last 30 years, and she is someone who I think will be a very poor choice for a state like Tamil Nadu. Okay,
so you're saying that it's a nightmare come true. See, Rajshekaran, lawyer and supporter of the AIADMK, is with us. He earlier had said that it is the right thing to happen for Sasikala to be made the chief minister. So, Mr. Rajshekaran, you must be a happy man today. What you said and predicted has come true. The person who you said should be the next chief minister has been anointed the next chief minister. Only a matter of time before she takes over. The DMK says this is a nightmare. This is a dark day for democracy. A woman who has cases against her, who has never fought an election or won an election, is now the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And this is effectively a betrayal of the people of Tamil Nadu.
See, first and foremost, I just want to make a very valid point to your question. See, Madam Sasikala Natarajan has become an inevitable, powerful leader of AIADMK party. That has been proven today by the actions of the elected MLAs of AIADMK party. Now, you should understand one point. See, any opposition, be it DMK or any other opposition point, will want to score political brownie points out of real problems in the ruling party. That is quite natural. I will not blame the DMK for making all these sorts of very nasty comments against the elevation of Madam Sasikala Natarajan, because they wanted to enjoy and reap the whatever trouble they are going to happen in AIADMK. Now AIADMK has become a reckoning powerful party once again under the dynamic leadership of Madam Sasikala Natarajan, how it was under the dynamic leadership of Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji. Because both of them have proved to be iron leaders of AIADMK party, because both traveled together for more than 35 years in political life and public life, and she understands Madam Jayalalitha's vision.
But Mr. Rajshekaran, if I could ask you a counter question to that, and we are only asking, see, here on India Today, as you know, Mr. Rajshekaran, we don't take any sides. We only ask questions so the public has all the facts. One of the questions that the public can ask is, what public service record does Sasikala have to be the chief minister of a state like Tamil Nadu? What has she done for the public constitutionally?
Shiv, you have asked a very important question to me. Now give me 1 minute, I'll answer it.
Yes.
See, Madam Sasikala Natarajan has been the shadow de facto leader of ADMK, going by the version of ADMK leaders and cadres. How? Because all the MLA tickets, MP parliamentarian tickets were given by Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji with the advice and the support and the comfortness she had given to Madam Sasikala ji. See, all this is been understood, was deliberated, was exposed to the ADMK party workers.
But how is
and
that
the
public
leaders.
service?
No, I'll tell you. Now, the time has come. Any leader who has been elected, including our Prime Minister, the Honorable Narendra Modi ji, when he was the Chief Minister, was made the Chief Minister, he was not elected. He was nominated, and later on, within a span of 6 months, he was elected as the MLA and became the permanent Chief Minister. Likewise, now you see an iron leader of Indian politics, Mr. Narendra Modi, sitting in the chair of the Prime Minister and successfully running the country. So likewise, you should give an opportunity to Madam Sasikala Natarajan to prove her caliber and credentials. You should not.
Let me get a reaction. Okay. You made an important point. You made an important point. Let Manu Sundaram of the DMK respond. Manu, Rajshekaran says, give Sasikala a chance to perform. She may not have formal experience, but she has been a shadow of Jayalalitha for 3 decades. She has all the relevant experience necessary to, be the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, having learnt from the very best, and therefore give her an opportunity to lead. Manu?
Well, there's a couple of problems with that. One, Tamil Nadu is not an experiment to give someone an opportunity. It is a state with 7 crore people who have real jobs, livelihoods to matter. Now, this person, Sasikala, who was made the General Secretary of the ADMK on 28th of December last year, has been General Secretary of the party for all of 1 month, during which we have seen one of the largest protests anywhere in the country in recent times. During this time, Ms. Sasikala could have proved herself by going and meeting the protesters, by engaging and assuring the protesters that she would do everything possible. She was nowhere to be seen at the site of the protest. She has shown no qualities of leadership. One. Secondly, I'm concerned with the narrative that she's been a shadow leader. She has been a shadow of Jayalalitha. Shadows are not allowed to come into reality. Shadows are called binami in the lexicon of law. This is not what we expect. There are other MLAs who also have ability of leadership and competence. They were clearly surpassed because of other reasons. Now, whoever they choose to be their party leader is their prerogative, but once someone aspires to be the Chief Minister of a state, we hope that that person has the basic competence and qualification, which we do not see any sign of under this person.
Mr. Rajshekaran,
that is our concern.
Mr. Rajshekaran, just give me 2 minutes exactly, because I know you want to respond to Manu Sundaram. I have to take a quick break, a compulsory break right now, I'm told by my producers. But we're going to come right back. After all the mystery, the rumors and the speculation, it all boils down to an India Today report that got it right first and exclusive before anyone else did. Everyone else indulged in speculation. We told you it was going to happen at least 2 weeks ago. Sasikala Natarajan is all set to be the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. O Selvam, the incumbent Chief Minister, has tendered his resignation as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and it's now only a matter of a few small steps, including the swearing in before Sasikala Natarajan, clad today in a green sari, very much like her mentor and former boss Jayalalitha, will become the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Sasikala's name was proposed by Selvam at the AIA-DMK legislators meet after his meeting with Sasikala at Poise Garden this afternoon. Take a look at the two comparisons of Jayalalitha on the left and Sasikala on the right. The same gestures, the same body language, and green saris worn by both figures. One, a chief minister who was iconic across the country, who was lost last year, and now the new chief minister of Tamil Nadu, Sasikala Natarajan, treading in those same footsteps in very much the manner and person of Amma J. Jayalalitha. Let's go straight across to India Today's Rohini Swami joining us live from Chennai. Rohini, how much longer, before she becomes the chief minister formally? What are you hearing? The announcement has been made, but procedurally, how long do we see before she becomes the chief minister officially?
Not very long, for the simple reason is that now that she's been elected the leader of the legislative party, all they need to do is, and O. Selvam has resigned from the post, they need to approach the governor of Tamil Nadu. And what I've been given to understand by my sources is that he would be leaving from Coimbatore to New Delhi today and coming in tomorrow morning to Chennai. So she could meet him tomorrow. It's an auspicious day tomorrow, as well as on the 9th of this month, which is an important day called Thaipusam. Now, they all believe in auspicious days and auspicious time. So keeping that in mind, it will be decided by Sasikala Chinnamma, as she's called, on what particular date and time she would like to be sworn in as the Chief Minister of the state. But at the same time, Shiv, right now where I stand, this is ground zero. This is Poyas Garden where I stand, and the MLAs are meeting with her at Poyas Garden, and the further course of action is being decided. But when I've been speaking to some of my sources in the AIDMK, also they've been saying that there are cases against her. She is also in legal tangle, like we have seen the former Chief Minister Jayalalitha also. So they would also like to clear off everything before the contesting of elections. But in the next 6 months, she'll have to stand for elections from a constituency and win it. And then formally she'll be as of now she'll be a temporary chief minister. Then she'll be what the AIDMK spokesperson Rajshekaran said will be a permanent chief minister.
All right, she is going to be the chief minister now, no longer temporary. All talk of extra constitutional authority has been put to rest now, with the unelected Sasikala Natarajan to be the new chief minister of Tamil Nadu. Manu Sundaram of the DMK and C. Rajshekaran, lawyer and supporter of the AIADMK, are live with us. Manu Sundaram, quick reaction from you first, where you said this is a dark day, for democracy. Tamil Nadu is not an experiment for, Sasikala to be given a chance to prove her leadership. What is the DMK's game plan now?
Well, the DMK's game plan is to be a responsible opposition party. What we will continue to do, Shiv, is to raise issues that affect the people. But at the same time, when we see a person with no qualification, no competence, no ability, no qualifications try to usurp the post of chief minister, then we will definitely raise questions, either through the media or if needed, we'll go back to the people and help them understand the disadvantages of having someone like Mr. Sasikala at the helm of affairs in a state like Tamil Nadu. While we were on air earlier, someone had mentioned that she's been the shadow of Jayalalitha,
yes,
if that's the right word. And shadows usually lurk in the darkness, Shiv. They do not come to light, and there is a reason for that, because shadows can never be the real thing. And the position of a chief minister is not to be given to someone who has been a shadow person, a shadow figure.
Rajshekaran, shadows lurk in the darkness. Shadows are not the real thing. Shadows don't have experience of the real thing. They are not part of the constitution. So why should Tamil Nadu be subjected to the experimental stage on which Sasikala gets to prove herself?
See, Shiv, you will be witnessing, or you have witnessed Donald Trump of USA. He never had any political experience. Now he is the president of United States of America.
He's been elected.
I'll tell you. And Mr. Arvind Kejriwal of Delhi, he had no experience in politics.
But both elected figures, sir, both elected.
No. See, there is lot of precedents that you get elected as a chief minister. Within a span of 6 months, you can contest in any constituency in Tamil Nadu, and you can become the elected member of the assembly. That has been there for so many decades. Several political parties, including DMK, BJP, Congress, you name any political party, this has been a precedent in all the parties.
No, that is true. Extra constitutional authority is a constant in parties. That is true. But the question...
I'll tell you. Likewise, let us give an opportunity to Madam Sasikala Natarajan who has proven her caliber and credibility as a General Secretary of the party. Now the MLAs of ADMK have got full majority in the assembly and they have elected her as the leader of the ruling party, and let her take charge of the Chief Minister's post and let her do good to the people of Tamil Nadu. Why be pessimistic? Let us be optimistic Indians and optimistic Tamilians, expecting good things to happen during a tenure.
I want to bring Rohini in. I want to bring Rohini Swami in from Chennai. She's got some questions for both you gentlemen as well. Rohini, take it away.
Mr. Rajshekharan, I'd like to ask you that question first, because being the devil's advocate, let's not talk about optimism or pessimism. The question I'd like to pose to you is, when Amma or Jayalalitha was the chief minister, when she faced legal battles and she even had to go to jail, Mr. O. Selvam had to come as a temporary chief minister. V.K. Sasikala also has legal cases against her. In case, again, there is some kind of legal movement or there is some kind of thing that she may have to step down, will Mr. O. Selvam again have to be a temporary chief minister?
See, it is a most negative question you are asking towards me. Anyway, fine, I'll answer it. Because you recently we saw Marans getting discharged of their whatever case they had to on them. That is 742 crores kickback. So let us be positive. Definitely, Madam Sasikala Natarajan's case, she may get acquitted or exonerated of all the offences which is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court also. But I don't want to speculate on that. I have no right to say what the Supreme Court will pass an order on the case pending before them. But being a positive citizen of Tamil Nadu, I wish she will come out of the legal battle in a right manner, getting acquitted. That is what I would also wish, and everybody in ADMK and others will wish the same. Why to speculate on something which is not going to happen in the near future? When many things have happened in favor of many cases, other accused have come out. Discharge of many cases, even big cases.
Because
like,
it has been history in Tamil Nadu earlier also where we have seen this kind of a situation. It is not about speculation. History has shown in Tamil Nadu where it has not happened once but it happened twice. So every voter would also like to ask that question, and that is why we are posing it to you. But at the same time, Mr. Manu Sundaram, I like a question to you too. Mr. M.K. Stalin also made a statement and he said that people of Tamil Nadu did not vote for people who are close or a part of the Jayalalitha's family or people who are close to them. So at this time, do you think that we've seen a lot of social media also going quite viral about the fact that Sasikala becoming the chief minister is not going down very well amongst people, not about Tamil Nadu but across social media. How do you react to that?
Vote was not for Ms. Sasikala. If Ms. Sasikala would have wanted to have contested as an MLA in the last election or the 5 elections before then, she was free to, but she chose not to. The election in May 2016, a battle between the DMK and ADMK, which was decided in favor of Ms. Jayalalitha. Now that Ms. Jayalalitha is no more, I think what Mr. Stalin expressed was a shock that someone like Sasikala, who had no political experience, could so easily usurp the position of chief minister. Now, pertaining to the social media reactions, I have been following those as well. But by and large, even if you remember going back to the Jallikattu protest in Marina, in Madurai, in other parts of the state, there was a strong feeling against the state government, and that did not stop with the government. It actually, people were upset with Ms. Sasikala as well. She was nowhere to be seen at the protest. She's not offered any leadership of any merit in the last 1 month that she's been the General Secretary of the ruling party in Tamil Nadu. So I think that is just an outpouring of people's unhappiness with how Sasikala has assumed power so quickly. And the latest joke on social media is, how do I now become Sasikala's friend? So tomorrow, after Sasikala, I can then become the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. Now, I think that's even though that's, with a pinch of good humor, I think it shows people's angst over a system which rewards not merit and qualifications, and experience, but rewards being close to someone to power.
Right.
And I think that is something that we should all have a good
Right.
think about.
Well, Shiv, it's interesting now. It's becoming more interesting in terms of politics here in Tamil Nadu. So it's a good wait and watch to see how things will pan out with an MK Stalin versus VK Sasikala. It used to be a Karunanidhi versus Jayalalitha. So it's going to be quite interesting here.
It's going to be hugely interesting. I mean, how things have changed, Rajshekharan. Things have moved so fast since Jayalalitha's demise in December. In December last year, things have moved very, very quickly now. There, apart from all the speculation that had taken place, now the question is about experience, about governance. But, what do you think the priorities for Chinnamma are likely to be in terms of governance? It has been a very turbulent time for Chennai and Tamil Nadu. There is a drought situation already in the state as well. A lot of negative things have been happening in the state for the last many, many months. The people of Tamil Nadu, the people of Chennai, are already in a state of distress, in a state of emotional trauma over the almost non-stop series of events that have taken place there. The Marina protest, the Jallikattu issue, Cyclone Varda, before that Amma's death itself. Can Sasikala provide a semblance of stability and calm to the people of Tamil Nadu going forward now?
Shiv, see, if the ADMK party and the government hadn't thought so fast and quick, in fact, this, electing Madam Sasikala Natarajan to be the chief minister is a late process, I would say, because the DMK was wanting to rip into the ADMK's MLAs and break the party. That was their original agenda. In fact, the DMK leader in the assembly had openly said that we are going to support Mr. Paneerselvam and ensure the ADMK breaks. So all these talks were openly done by DMK just to create a wrong notion in the minds of the ADMK MLAs and break the party. So the ADMK leaders and the party second ranking leaders have thought rightfully, and immediately they have elected Madam Sasikala Natarajan to keep the party united and run the show without any hurdles in the future. Because we should take it in the right sense and right spirit.
Okay.
Because any opposition will want to rip through the ruling party and break the party to enjoy and reap the benefits out of them. Because they are in the opposition for more than 2 terms.
Okay.
So they are desperate for power. So they want to keep their party alive. So they wanted a break in the MLAs of ADMK, which didn't happen. Because of Madam Sasikala Natarajan, all the ADMK MLAs were united. Unanimously they elected her as the General Secretary. Now they have elected her as the Chief Minister candidate. And definitely the ADMK party has become more stronger, like the days of Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji, because Madam Jayalalitha ji was the strongest leader of ADMK, and she was a nightmare to the DMK and other opposition. Now Madam Sasikala will definitely follow the footsteps of Madam Jayalalitha ji, and she will create real strong leadership qualities in the minds of the cadres and party leaders to bring the party to the next level. See, that will be the initial spirit and attitude of Madam Sasikala.
Let me get a word in from T.S. Sudhir, also senior journalist, who's with us live from the AIADMK headquarters. He's been live with us right through all those big developments. Sudhir, the question of unity of the rank and file of the AIADMK had come into question in the aftermath of Jayalalitha's death. Are we going to see that unity, uniformly return now? Are they all going to rally completely behind Sasikala, or are there still going to be pockets of opposition and angst within the AIADMK, Sudhir?
Depends, Shiv, on who you mean by the AIDMK. If you're talking about the organizing secretaries, the district secretaries, the MLAs, the MPs, the ministers, they're all firmly behind Sasikala, because they do realize that there is still another 4.5 years to go before the next election, and they would be absolutely foolish to actually allow the party to splinter and thereby force an election in which the DMK would actually fancy its chances of coming back to power. So they wouldn't really want to do so. So power will be a glue to hold hold the AIDMK rank and file together. The cadre, yes, there are question marks over whether the lower cadre is actually happy with the way the things have shaped up in the last 2 months. Paneerselvam being sworn in initially as Chief Minister, and within 2 months Sasikala now being elected as the new leader of the legislature party. So the cadre would be a little divided, essentially because of the people who surround Sasikala. There are doubts, and we'll really need to wait and watch whether Sasikala keeps her family at a safe distance or allows them to actually call the shots in the Tamil Nadu government dispensation. But the larger question will be about the equation between the AIDMK and the BJP, and that I believe is going to be extremely critical, because I know it from reliable sources in the BJP that the party in New Delhi was not happy with Sasikala taking over as the Chief Minister, as the legislature party leader. They were okay with the dual power center, that Paneerselvam represents the government and Sasikala represents the party. What kind of a message the AIDMK is sending to the BJP is going to be extremely critical. Remember, Thambi Durai about 2 weeks back had actually personally attacked the Prime Minister, saying that he does not give them any time, the MPs any time. That was seen as an attack at the behest of the powers that be within the AIDMK at the top leadership of the BJP. So the equation between the BJP and the AIDMK is going to be extremely interesting to watch, given that Sasikala is now going to be representing both the party and the government.
Very interesting what you just said, that the BJP is not very happy with this elevation of Sasikala. And that has been borne out on the phone line by Tamilisai Soundararajan, the president of the BJP state unit in Tamil Nadu, who spoke to us a short while ago. The first BJP reaction on Chief Minister Sasikala is not a positive one. Here's what Tamilisai Soundararajan told India Today.
See, I think this will be a dark day of democracy in the state of Tamil Nadu, as I have pointed out. I think they have made someone a chief minister who does not have any democratic background or any political background, in the sense that she has never been part of any democratic.
I apologize for that. That was Manu Sundaram of the DMK who was speaking. We're going to play out for you what Tamilisai Soundararajan just said a short while ago. And while we get that prepared for you, apologies once again for playing that wrong soundbite. We'll play the correct one in just about 30 seconds. I want to bring in Rohini once again in on this story. Rohini, where is Sasikala right now? What is the action at the AIADMK headquarters? What's happening at Poise Garden? Can you just give us a sense of where all the action is shifted now?
Of time. If I can show you what is happening here around the place. At this time, we are actually seeing people who have collected, and they are, before it used to be Amma's pictures, now they are t-shirts with Sasikala on them. And if I can quickly show you how exactly it works out and it pans out to be, that they have a picture of Amma close to their heart, and they are obviously saying that they are backing Sasikala completely. Can't be a better way of showing
DMK
this
is
now
she
here
is
at this time
because
here in
you
Poise
can see a
Garden.
lot of
But at the
people
same
here
time,
present.
my colleague Akshita also has.
That audio problem, we'll go back to Rohini in just a moment, but these were images from a short while ago when Sasikala was leaving for the legislature party meeting where she's been anointed the next chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And in just a few hours or a few days from now is when the swearing in will actually take place. T.S. Sudhi is still with us. C. Rajshekharan also still with us. Mr. Rajshekharan, what in your view, as a supporter of the AIADMK, as someone who was seen as a supporter of Jayalalitha as well, what do you think are going to be the big challenges ahead for Sasikala Natarajan, including the many court cases that she has against her and the controversial public perception that she faces?
Sure. See, all this public perception, all these controversies, all is being conspired by the opposition and some vested interest, and they are spreading these stories in the public domain, and they are planting stories in the social media and other channels, TV channels owned by them. But the fact of the matter is, ADMK party is united. They have elected their leader, and they have got the mandate till 2021. Definitely, being a positive citizen of Tamil Nadu and with an optimistic mind, I would say Madam Sasikala Natarajan would be the right choice to carry forward the legacy of Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji and her vision to the state of Tamil Nadu, because there is everything is in pipeline ready for her. She has to take the bull by its horn, which is the DMK, and she has to take on the administration the right direction which is going now, and they have positively brought in Jallikattu in the interest of the state and the people. So majority sentiment has been fulfilled. Every other requirement of the people of Tamil Nadu will be handled in the right sense by Madam Sasikala Natarajan, because she has got the experience of more than 3 decades traveling with Madam Jayalalitha ji. So we cannot take something so easily. She is a seasoned politician and very good administrator, but now only she has got the chance to prove what is her ability and credibility to the people of the state. Definitely she will do the best for the people of the state. Definitely she will come out with flying colors, and we cannot underestimate somebody who has so much of vast experience in the political system of Tamil Nadu, because she has been through all along the career of Madam Dr. Jayalalitha during her tough times and thick and thin of her election battles.
Okay.
So all this will help her in giving a very good administration and delivering what the vision of Madam Jayalalitha was to the people of Tamil Nadu, because she has always been as a close aid and supporter, advisor, more than a sister to Madam Jayalalitha, as she has number of times has said that she has been my mother character living with me. So going by the version of Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji, I would also wish and expect Madam Sasikala Natarajan to do good to the state of Tamil Nadu and follow the footsteps of Madam Jayalalitha ji to do more welfare schemes to the people, and the people will definitely accept her in the due course of time to come, because she will prove to be a worthy metal for the state of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, so we're going to have to see, not just in terms of governance and personality and command and control, but also in terms of acceptability and electoral proof of experience and the legitimacy of her chief ministership. Is that going to happen in the days and the weeks ahead? Rajshekharan, you're saying she should be given the opportunity. Several other leaders have emerged in this manner and as well. But I want to bring in Rohini right now. Rohini, what are we going to see next in Chennai? Where is, I'm sorry we got that audio cut a short while ago, but where is Sasikala right now? Where is Mr. Paneerselvam? Is there going to be another public event? Is she going to interact with the rank and file? What's next?
Well, she's right now in Poise Garden, and this is where we are also right now. So this is ground zero. This is exactly where all the MLAs and Paneerselvam along with her are holding a meeting. As soon as she visited the AIDMK headquarters, and we saw that the resignation was announced, and she was announced as the leader of the party. After which she came right back in, and all the MLAs, they came in here and they lined up, and now they're still holding discussions with her. What is going to happen is interesting now, because we are seeing a huge lot of people all around the place, and they are here in support of her. And I was explaining earlier also, they've been standing all through the morning from ever since the developments have been happening. And I was just actually trying to show you this t-shirt, because initially we did see how people were wearing t-shirts. They wear all kinds of memorabilia with Amma in there. So it's Amma is close to their heart. Amma is God for them, but they are still backing Sasikala. If I can quickly show you that there is no dearth for people who are supporting her, because we have our as it is usually in Tamil Nadu. You've been here to Shiv. You've seen the kind of craze that people have, especially, and when it comes to entire ADMK, we're talking about MGR, isn't it? We have his lookalike still here. Sasikala madam இப்போ chief minister ஆறதுக்கு சொல்றாங்க. அப்ப நீங்க அவர் நல்ல chief minister இருப்பாங்களா? நீங்க என்ன யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கீங்க?
புரட்சித்தலை அம்மா அவர்கள் அம்மா விட்டுட்டு போன பணி அனைத்தையும் சின்ன அம்மா அவர்கள் கழகத்தையும் ஏழை எளியவர்களையும் நல்லபடியாக காப்பாற்றுவார்கள் என்று the MG Ramachandran நான் சொல்கிறேன்.
So you know what he's actually doing, he's actually enacting what MG Ramachandran would have said, and what he's saying is what Jayalalitha has done or Amma has done, Chinnamma will possibly take it forward, and she will be able to deliver, and he claims that he is MGR, but that's what MGR would have said if he was there. And slogans being raised in the name of Chinnamma, and slogan will be saying that she will continue, and she will deliver.
And we're going to get you all the best visuals and the sound from the ground. We've got the best team of reporters. Take a look at these images. We're going to slip into a very short break and come right back. Enjoy these images.